I served on when I was on the board of directors at Toastmasters International. Every single person in that room is used to being the smartest person in the room. And now you've got a room of incredibly smart people, and you have to learn to work together. And so if you're going to build a business and not a lifestyle, and that's for the rest of this conversation, that's what we'll focus on, is that building of an asset, that building of a business that operates when you're not there, then you have to get out of your way. You're the person, in many cases, that is the biggest bottleneck for the organization, because you're holding on to information, you're holding on to decision-making authority, you're holding on to control in some way, intentionally or not, that's preventing people on your team in small ways and sometimes in larger ways of doing that. So we created a delegation framework. I don't think it's completely unique to me, but I can't remember who told me. So if you're listening to this and you came up with this and told me, thank you. I'm not trying to steal anything from you. I just can't remember who told me. But when I delegate something, I have a conversation with somebody. And so I let them know what their authority is. So not only what's their role, what is it we want to get accomplished, what's your authority? And then we go over various discussions. Like this type of decision, I don't even want to know about it. I don't need to know about it. Just make it. Here's a decision that I want to know about, but you make the decision and just tell me you did it so I can back you up. Here's a decision that I want to have a conversation with you before, but I'm going to leave it up to you at the end of it. And then here's decisions you can't make. You're not authorized to make that. If this happens, you have to come to me and I'll make the decision, or we'll make it jointly, but you're not allowed to make that decision on your own. And then people know, oh, yeah, there's still some border of like, okay, does this fall on the side of bringing them in or not? There's still some of that, but there's a lot less of that.
Right. Yeah. And that's really important. It's creating those clear guidelines about what their responsibility is versus what their responsibility isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like if you go to, from the accent, I'm assuming you're in the UK. So like if you go to Sainsbury's, okay, and you have a return and it's over a certain dollar amount, you have to go to a separate place to do that return.
Yeah.
The person who's ringing you up can't do the return because they don't have the authority to do it. And then the people on that other room, they have a different authority. Like, okay, if it's below this, they can do it. But if it gets above that amount, then a manager has to come in to review it. You know, it's the same type of thing. They know what their role is. They know what they're allowed to do. And what they're trying to do is find the right spot between giving people authority and holding accountability. I think what it also does is it helps prevent what I call the Mickey Mouse rules. Okay. And that's the rule that, well, it happened once, so we're going to create this whole rule about it. And it may never happen again.
Yeah.
When you come into financial controls, probably lean more to the let's create the rule. But there's other things you're just like, you know what? That's probably never going to happen again. We don't need to go create a new rule about it, but we can create some thought process on how to deal with these things in the issue in the future.